Hey guys, it's Autumn here, and Happy New Year! Well, actually Happy New Year because I'm actually in the new year when I'm recording this voiceover now. I'm finally back from vacation. I hope you guys enjoyed that little clip from my vacation. I did not actually end up vlogging like I wanted to. I was a little busy the entire time being sick. But I did record my family going down, and I figured I would share that. That is what they called the Aurora Borealis time slot for snow tubing, and it was really pretty. The music was awful and atrocious, so I obviously cut that out because copyright. And instead you get our kind of chill, relaxing music as we go through some of the drawings I've done already in this year, or at least finished. This illustration that is the first one, all of these are all digital because I worked purely digital while on vacation, except for some sketching that I did. Like I did this sketch in my sketchbook, transferred it, and then finished it digitally. So I have not done any paintings or anything in about 2 weeks. So this was my New Year's, I guess, postcard style kind of drawing that I did. I posted this on my Instagram and shared it over there for New Year's Eve. And that's basically the story of it. I was just kind of playing around with effects and things and just trying to get back into the, the digital mindset, because I don't work digitally very often, as is obvious by most of the traditional videos on my channel. I do like the way this one came out. It looks very similar to another drawing though because of the blonde hair. I kind of always go for the same sort of color for blonde hair, and I should probably change that so it's not always the same. I tried to do a different kind of tone in the next illustration, but it's kind of hard to do that when two characters that you're drawing are blonde. So I just did a girl in a sweater and socks because I'm very bad at drawing shoes, but I think the feet on this one came out okay, so I'm proud of myself. And I wanted to just kind of tell you guys about my vacation. While the next illustration goes through, this is just an illustration of Faraday. If you want more information on her, you can check out my D&D Storytime playlist, as I talk about her a lot. So while I was on vacation, we went to Massanutten, which is in Virginia up in the mountains. It's a resort. And while we were there, we went swimming in an indoor pool. We went to a water park. We played at an arcade, which was kind of fun. It was a small arcade, not much to do, but it was okay. I am more excited to go to Foxwoods and play at the arcade there, but their arcade is giant and should be amazing, and I'm very excited about this. And then, what else did we do while we were there? My stepmom and my grandmother went to a spa, which I did not partake in because I was not feeling well. I did a lot of sketching, just a lot of chilling. We had a big, whirlpool bathtub in our room, so I ended up using that. And while taking a bath, I watched Supernatural, which was awesome. My grandmother then took a bath, and the bubbles exploded everywhere, because whirlpool jets and bubbles don't go together, and we both did not know that. We now know that. And it was very, very amusing. What else did we do while we were there? We did a driving range, so we went and we just hit some golf balls. And then we did a couple arts and crafts project. We did one which was painting on glassware, which was quite fun. And then another one which was just like a painting workshop, so you could paint on garden minis, which were just kind of ceramic pieces to paint on, wooden plaques, or a teeny tiny canvas. I did a wooden plaque, which I think came out pretty cute. And I believe that's about everything. There's snow tubing. The rest of my family went to learn how to ski and snowboard. I did not. I am not very, very good at those kinds of things, so I did not do that. But it was fun to watch the videos of them doing it. And I played some video games. I got Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for Christmas, so I played that. It was quite fun. I got a couple other things for Christmas that I plan on sharing. I got some new art supplies and such that I'm excited to share. I got an abundance of candy, which was wonderful. I got the Player's Handbook for Dungeons & Dragons, which is nice. Some new dice, some dice trays, some more books. I got a book on how to create comics with some Barnes & Noble gift cards that I did get as a present, and just a couple more things to add to my collection. It was, all in all, a pretty good Christmas. And I'm not trying to brag about what I got, I just like to share what I'm getting, because I feel like it's interesting. And I did get some new art supplies, which I'd like to share, but I'll probably show those in a sketching video at some point. Probably not next week, but the week after I'll probably do a sketching video. And I'm just very excited to share all these new things with you guys. So we're on to the last illustration, and I just have to tell you about the headache that this illustration was. So normally I email myself the Procreate video files from my iPad to my computer, because normally it does not transfer properly from my iPad to the computer. Don't know why, it's always been an issue, I've always worked around it. This specific one, because it is so long and it took me so long to work on, had to be transferred to Google Drive, from Google Drive to YouTube, and downloaded from YouTube. I tried emailing it, I tried just downloading it from Google Drive, and I tried about a million other ways of getting this specific video file to myself, and could not get it to myself. So up to YouTube and downloaded off of YouTube was the only way to get this to work. Word to the wise, don't ever record so much content that it takes that much effort to get it off of your iPad. I have learned my lesson and will be far more careful next time I decide to record something that takes this long. So, this illustration is of a new character that I'm kind of working on. She's a warlock, and I definitely plan on giving her her own video. This is just the digital mock-up sort of version of her. I am actually going to be painting her because it's far more fun for me to do her in watercolor or do her in Copics, either one. Depends on what paper gets here first. And just, I played around a lot with some new techniques, which I enjoyed. You can't see them quite yet because I do it towards the end where I actually implement what I'm working on, but I really, really enjoyed working on her. She took me a very long time to color and finish, but it was well worth the time and effort that was put into it because it came out awesome. The finished versions of, I think I think the only illustration that's not on Instagram is Faraday. All the finished versions are over on my Instagram if you want to see them in higher quality. And if you just want to follow me over there to see what other stuff I do. I normally don't plug my stuff, but Instagram's the one thing I'm trying to be a little more active on. So I do my base shadows and I do my normal lighting and things for this one. And then I also tried out a new technique that I learned from watching some Drawfee videos, actually, because they were talking about some of their techniques in one of the videos that they do, which is a mask layer with that you use as like an overlay. So you fill with color, turn it into a multiply layer, turn down the opacity, and erase away. And you can get these really neat lighting effects. I should be doing it here at some point. But you get these really nice, heavy lighting effects, and it just makes everything look like it's glowing. And because in the finished version of this, she's pointing her hand up and kind of getting ready to fire off an Eldritch Blast, I figured that would work perfectly. And I really like the effect, and I'm very glad I learned how to do it, because it just looks good. Alright, we are quickly approaching the end of the video. I apologize for rambling, as I do normally, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye, everyone! Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to check out another one over there, and if you want to see the full playlist for this series, check out over here. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like.